Hi, and welcome back to Let's Play Demon's Souls. Today we're doing the World Tendency events for World 3. If you have Pure White World Tendency, then this bridge will be here. And it allows you to go further up this tower. The tower in question is the first tower with the praying prisoners in 3-2. This walkway is a little precarious, but as long as you go slowly, you'll be fine. And at the top of the tower, we find a key for 3-1. And if you really think about it, I think you know which cell it goes to. That's right, it's over here, it's Rydel's cell. Rydel has a reward for us as promised, but please excuse my incompetence. I have trouble talking to him. But let's listen to what he has to say.
Oh, why, thank you. Thank you, kind soul. Please, take this fine piece of work. Besides, I have no use for it now. And thus begins my final, eternal rest.
Rydel gives us the Dull Rat's Ring, which, in pair with the Clever Rat's Ring, increases your defense by 30% when you're low on health. I find it to be a little silly unless you're only taking like slight damage, because if you get down that low, probably one hit will kill you no matter what. But that's just me. These cells contain, this area over here, let me start with that, is only unlocked if you're in Pure White World Tendency as well. There's a pillar blocking the way that moves if you're in Pure White World. You get the remaining piece of the Witch's set, the Witch's hat, and this is the room right here, I believe. Yes, the Venerable Sage's set, which is Freyk's set. And that's it for this side. However, there's still one more thing you can do. If you freed Rydel, then by going from the first floor over here, near the entrance to the crossbow bridge from the first floor, and you go all the way up here, this door will be unlocked now, which leads to the other half of the second floor. There's quite a number of doors here, or cells I guess you should call them, with quite a few good items. Now, one thing I want to comment on real quick, those in the know, or, observant enough, noticing both the soul amount and everything, and the weapon I'm using, this is actually my new game highlights character. I was unable to actually get Pure White World Tendency on the main run character. Just unfortunately how Pure White World Tendency works. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. You have to be careful. Due to the bosses of these zones, I wasn't careful. Also, you get to see me actually flail around against these guys, these Mind Flayers. Also interesting that if the Mind Flayer is dead, the spell does not hurt you. I don't know what my issue was. You've seen in videos that I have no issue fighting these guys. And actually, as you will see later in this video. So I go back to open up doors and I realize, why can't I had the key for the second floor. Kinda zoom in on my face in confusion. So, I generally don't go to this floor in my normal runs, if I'm just playing the game, just because there's nothing for me to do here. So I was kind of confused. I'm looking at the walls for keys, and then it dawns on me exactly where the key is. So there's actually one cell you can open. Yeah, right there is when it dawns on me. So you can open up this one, and I'm like, wait, now I know where the key is. Here it is, it's right in here. So if you look very closely at this body, you'll notice it has a, well, first of all, Legendary Hero Soul, and you'll notice it has a broken phosphorus pole. It's speculated that that is Rydel's physical body. That's where he died, and that's where he returned to. Because actually, if you go back down to the bottom, Rydel's gone now. So, there's not much of note in most of these cells. Some upgrade stones, some souls. But, another kind of story-related thing, I think it's this cell too. Yes, there is a rogue set and a parrying dagger. This is the way that you get, well, the rogue set, just in general. What we can ascertain from this, and the fact that we also get the assassin set, and Yurt is here, is that the Assassin's Guild, I guess you should call it, was sent here in order to maybe assassinate the old monk, maybe assassinate the queen, but they were all captured and imprisoned. Now, the easiest way to kill yourself in World 3 is, of course, to just jump off right at the Full Idol's Archstone. It's quick and easy. After enough deaths, we have pure Black World Tendency, and let's look at the Black World Tendency events. First, the most notable of them, are Black Phantom. All the way down, well, near Rydel's cell, we have Black Phantom Rydel. What, did you think it was going to be Yurt? Now, the easiest way to fight Rydel is actually to run away from him. This is a very enclosed space, and he has the advantage in using a pole weapon. He can just dual wield it and poke at you and murder you very easily. So once you make him chase you all the way up here, get behind him and run away again. I know, it seems a little cowardly, but trust me, there's a method to this madness. Once you get all the way back to where he originally spawned, take your time and destroy all of the items around here. Objects, whatever you want to call them. Now you have a big open fighting arena to fight Rydel. And that is most of the difficulty of fighting Rydel, is the small areas that they generally give you. As long as you have the Dark Silver Shield to block the magic damage from the Phosphorus Pole, Rydel is actually quite easy. He has that quick, I forget what that's called, an iron something, the fist weapon on his left hand. I cannot remember what that weapon's called, but he uses that for quick attacks, but he rarely ever uses it. The pole weapons have very long animations, and they're very easy to get behind your targets and get backstabbed, so that's not too hard at all. I use the large sword of searching just to get some bleed damage going on him, and then switch back to Northern Regalia, because it does more damage, just overall. Two-handing it, I do a good 100 damage on swing. I actually did a little bit of a trick there. I was blocking with my shield, and then when I went in for the backstab, I switched to two-handing it. That way I did more damage. And you'll also notice that Rydel actually has the Clever Cat's Ring and the Clever Rat's Ring and the Dull Rat's Ring equipped. You can tell this by the nice big aura that he has now, and the fact that he's taking 30% less damage. Go figure. But with that, he's dead at this point. There we go. Finishing off this Black Phantom, though, gives a favorite item of spellcasters. And our own personal Taoto, the phosphorescent pole. I was calling it the phosphorus pole, wasn't I? Just a quick mention, the phosphorescent pole gives you MP regen when it's equipped, so it's quite nice. Our Black Phantoms for 3-1 are Black Phantom Mind Flayers. You've already fought these. These are nothing special. You shouldn't be worried about them at all. Of course, if you dodge into their spells, that's it's a bit of a no-no. And actually, I realized that right about this point, I'm actually kind of happy with World 3 because I don't have to do that much editing. Out this door, down these stairs, is our next Black Phantom. Another Mind Flayer, of course. All the ones in 3-1 are Mind Flayers. However, do not take them lightly, even though they're Mind Flayers. I thought that Soul Ray right there was going to kill me. You're going to see a lot of me being a little bit scared at these guys. And then decide to actually employ an intelligent strategy. One that, you know, I talk about all the time. And I take him out pretty easily. Apparently you can just back up if they're chasing you. Seems to work pretty well to me. Good, he gave me an Old Spice back for the one that I used on him. Last one. Out here, across the bridge. Might actually be able to see him. Yep, right there on the right side. That one's a little tricky. Imagine if you're just running through the area in pure Black World and then bam, there he is. So I was actually able to get the jump on this one. Waited for his spell, wait for him to run at me, and whoop, missed the finishing. Not this time though. And there we go. So that's it for 3-1 already. Now, there are a couple of things that happen in 3-2, and we're going to go over to that in a couple of seconds. Down in the swamp, let's play a little game. Guess the exact moment where Newbie shit himself. If you guessed the Black Phantom Centipede that came from halfway across the map and off screen, you guessed right. This guy spawns near the end of this area, and I'm literally across the map from him right now. He chased me all the way over here. I must have agitated him somehow. I'm not really sure. But that scared me right there when I was playing. Immediately put that second chance back on. Now, the real reason that we came all the way over here is this is where the Primeval Demon is. Now, I believe I mentioned this before, but I actually got this on video. They don't always drop a colorless demon soul. You can get so unlucky to kill every Primeval Demon and never get one. The reason I bring that up is the only way to unlock the Recovery Miracle, which is the better healing one, is to get a colorless demon soul from a Primeval Demon. So if you never get one, you will never unlock that spell. Miracle. This is the other Black Phantom Centipede. He's over here at the end of the swamp area, but he's also not that easy, not that hard to take out. I was hoping that one of these would be pure Mercury Stone just for shits and giggles, but let's move on. That was actually it for all the unique spawns. I fought a couple more centipedes and they broke my armor, and I was like, you know what, I just want to show, you know, these Black Phantom Mind Flayers in 3-2, and then I'm done. I get the drop on him, and I get a combo off. A awkward combo hitting the wall, but a combo nonetheless. I back off, and then go in for the kill. And that's it. And with that, we have done all the White World and Black World tendency events in the game. A little celebration for that. And that's it. There's still a couple more extra videos to come along, so look forward to those. But for now, I bid you adieu.